Welcome to Learn How to Learn English.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn How to Learn English, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Alex.
Hello, Alex. Hi, everyone. I am so happy to be sitting here with all of you today.
Emma, I need to start today with a confession.
A confession? Already? We have not even started the lesson yet.
I know. But this one is important. Last year, I had to give a speech, a real speech, in front of people, in English.
Oh, how did it go?
Well, I had practiced for 2 full weeks. I knew every single word. I was ready. Or I thought I was ready. The moment I stood up, the moment I saw all those faces looking at me,
What happened?
my mouth went completely dry. My hands were shaking. My voice, Emma, my own voice, came out like this. Good morning, everyone. Oh no, your voice went up like that?
Oh, no. Your voice went up like that?
Like a frightened child, Emma. A fully grown adult man. Voice like a small, frightened child.
Oh, I feel terrible laughing, but that is so relatable.
And here is the worst part. I knew the speech perfectly. In my head, I sounded great. But my body had a completely different plan.
That right there, that gap between what you know in your head and how you actually come across, that is exactly what we are fixing today.
Because knowledge is not enough. You can know every grammar rule, every vocabulary word. But if you freeze the moment a real person looks at you, that knowledge stays locked inside, unreachable.
And that is such a painful place to be. You have the English, but the nerves are blocking it, like a wall between your brain and your mouth.
So today, we are breaking down that wall. By the end of this episode, you will understand exactly why nerves make you sound less confident, and you will have real, practical techniques to sound confident even when your heart is beating like a drum.
Even then. Okay, Alex, let's start with the basics. Why does nervousness affect how we speak in the first place?
Great place to start. Because a lot of people think nervousness is just a feeling. It is in my head. It is emotional. It should not affect my speaking. But that is not true at all.
Not true at all. Nervousness is actually physical. When you feel nervous, your body releases a hormone called adrenaline.
Adrenaline. A-D-R-E-N-A-L-I-N-E. This is a chemical your body produces when it senses danger or stress. It is sometimes called the fight or flight hormone. Your body is preparing you to either fight or run away.
Which is very useful if you are being chased by a lion.
Very useful for lions. Slightly less useful for English conversations.
Slightly less, yes. Because what adrenaline does to your body, your heart beats faster. Your breathing becomes shallow. Shallow, S-H-A-L-L-O-W, means not deep, just the top of your lungs, like small, quick sips of air.
And shallow breathing. This is the enemy of confident speaking. Because your voice needs breath. Deep, steady breath. When you are breathing shallow, your voice becomes thin. It shakes. It rushes. It goes up in pitch.
Like yours did.
Like mine did. Exactly. That high, shaky voice, that was pure, shallow breathing.
So the very first technique, and this sounds almost too simple, is to breathe deliberately, deeply, slowly, before you speak.
And I mean really breathe. Not a quick inhale. A proper, deep breath. In through the nose. Hold for 2 seconds. Out through the mouth.
This one technique alone, done once before you start speaking, can change your voice completely. It brings the pitch down. It slows your pace. It tells your nervous system, we are not in danger. We are safe. We can speak.
And there is a word for this kind of deliberate breathing. We call it controlled breathing. Controlled, meaning you are in charge. You are choosing how to breathe, not just reacting. Before her presentation, she practiced controlled breathing backstage. He used controlled breathing to calm himself before the interview.
And the beautiful thing about controlled breathing is that it works every single time. No practice needed, no special equipment, just air.
Just air. Completely free. Available everywhere.
The most underused tool in English speaking.
Okay, so we have controlled breathing. What is the next technique?
Technique 2, and this one surprises people, is to slow down. When we are nervous, we rush. We speak too fast. We want to get it over with as quickly as possible, like ripping off a plaster.
And I completely understand that instinct. The sooner I finish, the sooner the discomfort stops.
Exactly. But rushing actually makes you sound more nervous, not less. Because when you rush, you stumble over words, you skip syllables, you mumble the ends of sentences. And the listener, they can feel your panic.
So the counterintuitive thing, and I love this word for our listeners, counterintuitive, counterintuitive. Counter means against. Intuitive means what feels natural. So counterintuitive means the opposite of what your instinct tells you. It feels counterintuitive to slow down when you are nervous, but it actually helps you sound more confident.
Perfect use. Yes, it is completely counterintuitive. Your instinct says rush. Confidence says slow down. And the listener, they cannot tell that you are nervous. They just hear a calm, deliberate speaker who knows what they want to say.
Because here is the secret. Confident people do not rush. Think about the most confident speaker you have ever heard. They take their time. They pause. They let their words land.
They are comfortable with silence between sentences. They do not fill every gap with and just to avoid the quiet.
Which brings us perfectly to technique 3. Embrace the...
Oh, this one changed my life. I am not exaggerating.
Tell us.
When I first started speaking English in front of groups, every time I needed a moment to think, I would fill it with sound. Because silence felt dangerous. Like if I was quiet for even 1 second, people would think I did not know what I was saying.
And so many learners do this. The becomes a habit, a nervous habit.
But here's what I learned. A pause, a deliberate, quiet pause, does not make you look unsure. It makes you look thoughtful. It makes you look like someone who chooses their words carefully, like someone who respects what they are saying enough to think before they speak.
The word for this in English is poised. Poised. P-O-I-S-E-D. Poised means calm, confident, and in control of yourself. She paused for a moment before answering. She seemed so poised. Even though he was nervous inside, he appeared completely poised to the audience.
And that word, appeared, that is so important. You do not have to feel poised. You just have to appear poised. The audience cannot see inside your chest. They cannot hear your heartbeat. They only see what you show them.
And what you show them is a person who breathes deeply, speaks slowly, pauses with confidence. That person, to every person watching, looks completely in control.
Even if inside, they feel like this.
Even then, the performance of confidence eventually becomes the reality of confidence. That is the beautiful thing. The more you act confident, the more your brain starts to believe it.
There's actually a famous phrase in psychology for this. Fake it till you make it, which means act the way you want to feel until you actually start feeling it.
And in English speaking, this works incredibly well because your brain learns through experience. Every time you speak slowly and pause confidently, even though you were scared, your brain records that as a success. And the next time, the fear is a tiny bit smaller.
Let's take a quick break here. If today's episode is helping you, If you have ever felt nervous speaking English, please hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps our channel reach more learners.
And make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. Every week, real conversations, real English, real topics, right here on Learn How to Learn English.
And we have a question for you today. Leave a comment below and tell us, what situation makes you most nervous speaking English? A job interview? Meeting new people? Talking on the phone? Write it in English. One sentence. We read every single one, and we are cheering for every person who writes a comment.
Okay, let's keep going. We have talked about breathing, slowing down, and pausing. What else?
Technique 4, and this one is specifically for English learners, is to prepare your opening line.
Just the opening line?
Just the opening line. Because the most terrifying moment of any conversation or presentation is the very first sentence. That is when the nerves peak. That is when the voice shakes. That is when the mind goes blank.
Completely true. Once you are 5 sentences in, you are usually okay. The nerves settle. You find your rhythm.
Exactly. So if you know your first sentence absolutely perfectly, if you have practiced it so many times it is completely automatic, you get through that terrifying first moment. And after that, momentum carries you.
Momentum. M-O-M-E-N-T-U-M. We have talked about this word before. It means the energy or force that keeps something moving once it is started. The first sentence was the hardest. After that, the momentum carried her through the whole speech. Once he started talking, the momentum took over, and he forgot to be nervous.
So your homework from today, whatever situation makes you nervous, prepare one perfect opening sentence. Just one. Say it in the mirror. Say it in the shower. Say it to your cat.
Tiger approves of this method.
Tiger is always available for English practice. But seriously, when that moment comes, you deliver that first sentence confidently, and the rest follows.
Technique 5, the last one, and my personal favorite. Focus on the message, not the mistake.
Oh, yes, this one.
So many learners, when they speak, they are monitoring themselves constantly. Did I use the right tense? Was that pronunciation correct? Did I make a grammar mistake just now? And all that monitoring, all that self-checking, takes up brain space, space that should be used for actually communicating.
It is like trying to drive a car while simultaneously checking every single mirror every single second.
You would crash.
Immediately. And communication crashes too when you are too focused on your own performance to focus on what you are actually saying.
So the shift is this. Stop asking yourself, am I saying this correctly? Start asking yourself, am I making my point clearly?
Because native speakers, they make mistakes too. They say they stumble, they restart sentences. Nobody minds. What they mind is not feeling understood. What they appreciate is someone trying genuinely to communicate with them.
And genuine communication, even imperfect communication, is always more powerful than perfect sentences delivered with no feeling.
Always. A speaker who makes eye contact, who speaks with warmth, who clearly cares about what they are saying, that person is compelling, even with an accent, even with small mistakes.
Compelling. C-O-M-P-E-L-L-I-N-G. What a great word. Compelling means so interesting or convincing that it demands attention. You cannot look away. You cannot stop listening. She was a compelling speaker, not because her English was perfect, but because her passion was real. His story was so compelling that the whole room went silent.
And the root word, compel, means to force or strongly attract. His speech compelled the audience to think differently. You compel someone when your words are so powerful they have no choice but to pay attention.
And nervousness, real nervousness, can actually make you compelling. Because vulnerability is human. When the audience can sense that you are trying hard, that this matters to you, they root for you, they lean in, they want you to succeed.
That is such a beautiful point. Nervousness is not weakness. It is proof that you care.
All right, you know what time it is.
Pocket words!
Pocket words, the most useful words from today, ready to put in your pocket and carry into any conversation.
First word today, nervous. Everyone knows this one, but let's be precise. Nervous, adjective, means anxious or worried about something that is about to happen. Key detail. Nervous is usually about something in the future, something coming up. I am nervous about tomorrow's interview. She feels nervous every time she has to speak in public. The noun form is nervousness. His nervousness was visible. His hands would not stop shaking.
Second word, tremble. Tremble, Tremble, means to shake slightly, usually because of fear, cold, or strong emotion. Her voice was trembling when she answered the question. He tried to speak confidently, but his hands were trembling. A similar word, quiver. Quiver means the same thing, a small, uncontrolled shaking. Her lip quivered as she tried to hold back tears.
Ugh, both of those are so expressive. Third word, composure. Composure, Composure, means calmness and self-control, especially in a difficult situation. Despite the difficult questions, she maintained her composure. He lost his composure for just a moment, but quickly regained it. Maintain composure, keep calm. Lose composure, stop being calm. Regain composure, become calm again after losing it. These three phrases together are incredibly useful.
Fourth word, articulate. Articulate, Articulate. As an adjective, it means able to express thoughts and ideas clearly and effectively. She is incredibly articulate. Every sentence is clear and precise. I want to become more articulate in English. As a verb, to articulate means to express something clearly. He articulated his point so well that everyone understood immediately. This is a word that will impress any native speaker when they hear you use it correctly.
Absolutely. Fifth and final pocket word, assertive. Assertive, Assertive, means communicating in a confident, direct way, without being aggressive or rude. She was assertive during the negotiation. She knew what she wanted, and she said it clearly. Learning to be assertive in English was the biggest change in my confidence. The noun form, assertiveness. Assertiveness is not about being loud. It is about being clear. People often confuse assertive with aggressive. Aggressive means forceful and possibly rude. Assertive means confident and clear, but still respectful.
That distinction is so important. You can be assertive and warm at the same time.
And now, it is time for Smooth It Out, where we take sentences that learners commonly say and polish them into natural, confident English.
First one, I am very nervous to speaking English.
Okay, quick grammar fix. After adjectives like nervous, happy, excited, afraid, we use the infinitive with to, not the gerund, not the ing form. To smooth it out, I am very nervous about speaking English. Or, I am nervous to speak English. Both are correct, but not nervous to speaking.
Good. Next, my English is not good enough for talking with native speakers.
This sentence is actually correct grammatically, but the thinking behind it, that is the problem. To smooth it out, we do not just fix the words, we fix the idea. A more empowering way to say this, I am still building my confidence speaking with native speakers. Or, I am working on becoming more comfortable speaking with native speakers. Same situation, completely different mindset.
The words we choose about ourselves shape how we feel about ourselves. Not good enough puts a ceiling on you. Still building keeps the door open.
Beautifully said. Next one. When I speak English, I am freeze.
Two things happening here. First, I am freeze should be I freeze, simple present tense, or I froze, past tense. Second, freeze is already a strong verb. I am before it makes it grammatically incorrect. To smooth it out, when I speak English, I freeze. Or, sometimes I freeze up when I have to speak English suddenly. Freeze up, that phrasal verb, means to suddenly be unable to speak or move because of nerves. I completely froze up during the presentation.
Freeze up. Great phrasal verb. Next, I practice my confidence every day.
Interesting sentence. The intention is good, but confidence is not something you practice directly. You practice speaking, and confidence grows from that. To smooth it out, I practice speaking English every day to build my confidence. Or, I work on my confidence by practicing every day. Confidence is the result. Practice is the action.
And our last one. My voice is shaking because I am shame.
Oh, this is a very common mix-up. Shame is a noun. The adjective form is ashamed. But even ashamed is not quite right here. If your voice shakes because of nerves, the word we want is embarrassed. Embarrassed. E-M-B-A-R-R-A-S-S-E-D means uncomfortable and self-conscious in front of others. To smooth it out, my voice shakes because I feel embarrassed. Or, I get embarrassed when I make mistakes in English. Ashamed is a stronger, deeper word. It relates to something you feel was morally wrong. Embarrassed is social discomfort, which is what most English learners feel.
Such an important distinction. Embarrassed, social discomfort. Ashamed, deeper moral feeling.
And now, the moment everyone waits for, our practice conversation. Let's see everything in action. Emma, I will set the scene. We are at a language exchange event. Two people have just met for the first time. You start.
Got it. Here we go. Hi, I am Emma. Are you here for the English exchange?
Yes. Hi, Emma. I am Alex. Sorry, I am a little nervous. This is actually my first time at something like this.
Oh, do not worry at all. I was trembling the first time I came. My voice was literally shaking.
Really? You seem so poised right now.
I have had a lot of practice. I lost my composure completely the first few times. But honestly, the more you do it, the easier it gets.
That is reassuring. I worry that my English is not articulate enough for real conversations. I practice at home, but then, in the moment, I freeze up.
I know exactly that feeling. Can I share something that helped me?
Please.
Stop monitoring every word. Just focus on making your point. Be assertive about what you want to say, and let the English take care of itself. Your English is better than you think it is.
You know, just hearing that makes me feel less nervous.
That is because connection is more powerful than perfection, and you are already connecting.
And scene.
Yes. Did you hear all of that? Trembling, poised, composure, articulate, freeze up, assertive. Every single pocket word used naturally in a real conversation between two people who just met.
And notice, Alex in that conversation admitted he was nervous. He said it out loud, and that honesty, that vulnerability, actually made the conversation warmer, not weaker.
Because admitting nervousness, when done calmly, is itself a sign of confidence. It says, I am aware of how I feel, and I am speaking anyway.
Speaking anyway. That is the whole lesson, right there, in 2 words.
Speaking anyway. Not when the fear is gone. Not when the English is perfect. Not when the conditions are ideal. Now, as you are, with what you have.
Because the confidence you are waiting to feel, it does not come before speaking. It comes from speaking.
Let's bring today together quickly.
Nervousness is physical. Adrenaline and shallow breathing affect your voice. Use controlled breathing before you speak.
Slow down. Rushing makes you sound more nervous, not less.
Embrace the pause. Silence is not weakness. It is thoughtfulness.
Prepare your opening line. Get through that first sentence, and momentum does the rest.
Focus on the message, not the mistake. You are here to communicate, not to perform perfect grammar.
And remember, nervousness is not your enemy. It is proof that you care. And that caring, that passion, is exactly what makes a speaker compelling.
Leave a comment below. Tell us, what is one situation where you want to sound more confident in English? Write it in one sentence. We read every comment, and we believe in every person who takes the time to write.
Please subscribe to learn how to learn English. Like this video if it helped you today, and share it with one person who needs to hear this message. You know who they are.
Now, what are we talking about next time, Emma?
Next time, we are continuing this series on real-life English conversations with the topic, How to Disagree in English Without Sounding Rude.
Oh, that is a huge one, because so many people either say nothing or say too much when they disagree. Finding the polite middle ground in English, that is a real skill.
It really is. You will absolutely not want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe so you catch it the moment it is live.
Thank you so much for being here with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, the most confident thing you can do is speak anyway.
We will see you next time on Learn How to Learn. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Take care.